Elizabeth Cady Stanton. Yes, I am Elizabeth Cady Stanton, and I'll tell you about her. Elizabeth Cady Stanton lived from 1815 to 1902. She was an American social activist, abolitionist, and leading figure of the early women's rights movement. Before Stanton narrowed her political focus almost exclusively to women's rights, she was an active abolitionist together with her husband, Henry Brewster Stanton. Unlike many of those involved in the women's rights movement, Stanton addressed various issues pertaining to women beyond voting rights. Her concerns included women's parental and custody rights, property rights, employment and income rights, divorce, the economic health of the family, and birth control. In 1848, Stanton joined with Lucretia Mott and others in Seneca Falls, New York. On July 13, 1848, 5 women met for tea in upstate New York. Having commiserated about a lot of women in American society, they did something brash and wonderful. They sent off a notice to the local newspaper announcing a convention to discuss the social, civil, and religious conditions and rights of women, to be held just 6 days later in Seneca Falls on July 19th and 20th. Over 300 people attended. Stanton drafted a declaration of sentiments, which she read at the convention. It was modeled on the United States Declaration of Independence. The statement was, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men and women are created equal." One of the resolutions called for universal women's suffrage. 100 women and men from all walks of life signed that declaration. The women's rights movement was born. Only one woman, 19-year-old Charlotte Woodward, lived to see women win the vote. Stanton made the statement, "No country ever has had or ever will have peace until every citizen has a voice in the government." Now let us try universal suffrage. We cannot tell its dangers or delights until we make the experiment. The world has never yet seen a truly great and virtuous nation, because in the degradation of women, the very fountains of life are poisoned at their source. After 1851, Stanton worked in close partnership with Susan B. Anthony. Stanton often served as the writer, and Anthony gave the speeches.